Hey guys, welcome back to the stable. I'm Brandon. Thanks again for tuning in. We're veering away a little bit from our normal Ferrari content today just because I got this amazing 2024 Porsche 911 Turbo S in. Does not look like every other Porsche that you see on the road, so I had to take it out here and get some shots of it. We're going to take it for a spin in a minute. Let's hop in and check it out. All right, let's check out this 911 Turbo S. First time driving it. It sounds so nice. This thing is straight piped. It does also have cats, but man, this thing sounds magnificent. We'll get some shots of the outside. I can't wait. This is my first time driving this thing. I am really excited because honestly, out of all the brands, I haven't had a ton of experience with Porsche. A little bit, but it's not my expertise by any stretch of the imagination. But I got to tell you, the first thing I love with this is the lizard green tachometer on here. I absolutely love this thing. I think that was the right touch by all means. All right, let's get out of here and see what we're doing. Oh, that turbo sounds magnificent. Definitely digging the sport mode. And it's a lot more controlled than I would have guessed.
Yeah, super direct, super easy to drive.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be
loosey.
Yeah, feel a little bit more get away from you.
No, these cars are so refined. They're so easy to drive. Like anybody can get in and drive one of these cars. It's super fun, super easy. I
got to tell you, I'm anything brown is not normally my first color for interior. Truffle brown with chalk stitching. And man, this is so classy. I'm honestly not normally jazzed up about Porsche builds. Like they're nice, of course, but it's not normally my personal style. But man, between the exterior color and this interior, this thing feels so nice, so smooth. And I will give Porsche a lot of credit for the headroom in these, man. I'm 6 foot. And you're what, 6'4"? Yeah, I'm really impressed with how much clearance is in here.
When you put it in Sport Plus, it lowers the there's a little flap that comes down. I'll show you later, but it comes down maybe like 2 or 3 inches. Like I said, better suction to the ground.
What is that there? A boost gauge?
That's the lap timer Sport Chrono.
Oh, that's the Sport Chrono. Okay, yeah. All right.
You can set it to be a lap timer. You can set it. Right now it's just a clock.
My old manager when I was at Corvette, he ran a Porsche dealership for years, and he would always tell me about the Sport Chrono and how big of a deal that was.
You have to get a Porsche with Sport Chrono. Yeah. If you're not getting a Porsche with Sport Chrono, you're not getting a true Porsche.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well, shout out to Chris if you're watching, man. Man, that sounds, oh my
so cool.
God, that sounds amazing. That blow-off valve is gorgeous.
I hope you're able to capture that. That was nuts.
I know. Yeah, I hope that translates to the mic, man. That was so beautiful. This is, I mean, obviously I'm Team Ferrari, but man, this is getting me a little amped up for this Porsche.
It's definitely something. Yeah, it goes.
It really does, and I cannot get over, I'm gonna put it back in sport, I cannot get over how smooth it is. I thought this would be an infinitely more intimidating drive, especially for somebody who's not, you know, a track aficionado or anything, but this is so buttery smooth.
Yeah, if you want something that's more of an intimidating drive, you want probably like a GT3 RS.
Yeah.
Or hell, even like the older Turbo S's, like the 996, 997, those are brutal. Those are still almost just as fast. They're not as fast as this, obviously, but you can definitely feel the power behind those, and they're absolutely ridiculous.
And I was looking over the spec sheet for this. This is so well optioned.
They usually are.
606 miles on the odometer. I know it's kind of on brand for Porsche, but I know they are you know, more known for the neutral colors, black, white, silver. At least that's what I see more of.
Yeah.
But this, like when I saw this thing, man, this build aesthetically,
it's green.
It's green, but it's not green. It's gray, but it's not gray.
It's super subtle.
Yeah.
It's nice.
But that with the I don't think they're technically bronze. I forget the name of them. The wheels, the machine-faced kind of bronze wheels. I'll figure it out once we get out. But yeah, that with the green, the lizard green on the Sport Chrono and the tachometer.
Yeah.
Like, this whole thing was just built with intention and attention to detail. And I gotta tell you, like, the color the exterior color, it's stand out.
Yep.
In that it's not gonna blend in, but it's not loud and obnoxious. The interior is very classy and refined, but I just love that lizard green. That's the one bold piece that jumps just right off of it. It's not overwhelming, but it's just enough to give it character, have it as a conversation piece. I absolutely love this, man. All right, guys, we just took this for a fun little, 5-mile drive down here. Very fun, very spirited, very controlled, not scary at all. Let's get out and actually take a walk around and check it out in the sun. All right, guys, so we just took a spin. Now we're gonna do an actual walk around on this. And like I said, we just got this in. This is not my forte, but I'm super excited about it. But that's why you're gonna see me reading off of the original build sheet. The number one thing that I'm excited for about this one is this aventurine green metallic paint. Not only is it beautiful in and of itself, it's not quite green, it's not quite gray, it's kind of both. It definitely captures the eye. We got the sunlight coming out, but what I love too is there is a stealth or matted PPF applied to the top of this, which gives it that matted effect. I think it's a beautiful build. And then what are these wheels called? These are satin arm painted wheels, a little bit brighter, a little bit more gold than a traditional bronze. I think it goes excellent with that exterior paint. And then on the inside, we have, truffle brown leather interior with chalk stitching. You guys know me, the aesthetics are my favorite part of the cars. And I honestly think this is probably, to date, my favorite Porsche that I have seen in person. I love this. We've got the active aero activated with the spoiler extended right now. Let me know in the comments what you think. Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm absolutely smitten with this build right now. All right, guys, I'm looking over a very magnificent build sheet. We have a lot going on here. Again, aventurine green metallic paint, truffle brown leather with chalk stitching. We've got the Turbo Sport Design package. Does have the sport suspension lowered by 10 millimeters, equipped with front axle lift. This thing has just about everything on it. Ceramic composite brakes. Again, those wheels painted in satin arum, which I love. We do have the sport seats. Seat belts in agave green, which again, not super obnoxious, goes great with this truffle brown interior. But what I love, and I'm going to say this a million times over, are these lizard green dials on the tachometer. And by the way, it is equipped with Sport Chrono. And what else? We got the Burmeister sound system. So this thing is fully loaded to the teeth. Adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist. I don't know, let me know in the comments what you guys think, but this is such a gentlemanly interior. And again, the whole thing is standout, but not obnoxious, but just enough obnoxious accenting with this lizard green, with these lizard green dials. I absolutely love this. I think that's the standout conversation piece. I'm pretty excited about this car. Pretty sad that I'm gonna have to return it to the dealership, but man, this is such a fun build, both the performance and the aesthetics of it. All right, guys, I hope you can hear me with this wind. It's definitely a bit breezy up here on the rooftop, but I gotta talk about one of the best features of this car. I believe the only aftermarket modification is the exhaust. It does have a JCR titanium exhaust, which sounds amazing, and great news, catalytic converters are intact. So no problems with emissions or anything, but boy, if this does not sound phenomenal. Honestly, on a little side note, that was how this car first got on my radar. We had it pulled into the showroom and another salesman was showing it. I was talking with clients and I heard it start up and I was like, my God, what is that? So we had to go over and take a look at it. This thing sounds amazing. Let me know in the comments. I hope our mics actually pick it up without a problem, but man, this thing just sounds top tier. All right, guys, so this unit is available for sale. And to recap, we've got a 2024 Porsche 911 Turbo S, just over 600 miles on the odometer. I think it's 610 by the time we drove it here. And if you're interested, reach out to me directly, reference stock number RS252644. Our asking price on this one is $299,995. As always, the best way to get in touch with me is going to be on my cell phone at 856-534-4006, or you can email me at BNeuberger@FerrariDallas.com. As always, really appreciate you guys tuning in. Take a look at my inventory. I'll have a link to it in the description. Let me know what car, what stock number, what you're interested in seeing next, because I'm going to make a concerted effort to bring you guys more content on a weekly basis. Again, cannot thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. As always, I'm Brandon, and I'll catch you next time. Somebody was up here having fun, but this was like this when we got here. This wasn't us. Dustin, don't fire me. This wasn't us. I promise, wasn't us.